Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Smoke Room. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their subscribe star. It's $5 a month. So, then last Let's Play, we, that being William and Cynthia, snuck into Harlan's room to snoop around, which consisted of us finding... let's see, an address book with companies and stuff like that. He had something the door had, which he wasn't supposed to have. Interesting. And also messages with like mafioso, like bad things happening, like a threat, and something about Fu Lin. You know, that Mongo Stoat guy who, from like the East that is missing fingers, and then something about Cliff. Though that we haven't gone to yet because I guess, there's a glitch. Also, William was talking to Sam about being ooh, he might sub because he doesn't seem like the other guy would dom. The guy he's interested in. Like the other kind of dom guy? I don't know. Reset face. And begin. The sun is getting even lower in the sky. Sam and I stopped talking a while ago. But it's a cozy kind of quiet, considering all the noise still coming from inside the bar. It's 7:17 here, which means it's 9:17 there. Where's but where's there? I would think that would be like on the East Coast, but why do you care about that? Your family's here now. Oh, ex-family. What are you thinking about? Names, traces, motives, intersecting interests. I think about lighting another smoke. Then I put it back in my pocket. At least, that's what I want to say. If I don't put it all down on paper in my office, it's hard to keep track. So, if you're going to waste time, then why don't you do it somewhere more lively? You mean the Stag? Might do. Look at and look at you becoming a social butterfly. I mean, he does a woo quite a bit. Why do you really want to go? He crosses his arms. I've never scoped it out for the clients. I've never scoped it. Oh, I guess right. Might be good for good business. I mean, everyone here is gay, so just saying. Didn't you already do plenty of scoping today with the deputy? Sam bites his lip. I wish you hadn't made such a fuss about that. And I wish you took your job more seriously. I could say the same, you know. That one so pent up that anybody could have made a move. So why'd it have to be you? 'Cause the early bird gets the worm. Fuck's sake. Don't say worm. Penis. Is pecker preferable? Fuck off, Sam. He smirks. I can't think of the last time I heard someone refer to it as a worm. Ain't it a good thing that he's like us, Will? Anybody like us, when they don't have the opportunity to get familiar with women out here in the stinking desert, Sam, or anybody's like us. You should know that better than anybody. He knew about us, Will. Now, he's way less likely to squeal about it to anybody else. All others do is squeal. You know what I mean. Plus, he feels a lot different when he's confident. You don't say. Let's just say he didn't need much help to start taking control. I'd feel weirder about it if it weren't such an improvement. Maybe you ought to see what that's like for yourself. You tell me you never sniffed out the place despite all the years you've been here? Sounds fishy to me. Fish. Well, maybe it's nice to see you out of your element for a change. What do you think my element is exactly? Just think it's funny that you can be shot at, or be up to your arms in blood, but you don't wrinkle your nose until you have to make a social obligation. A crowded bar with a bunch of pent-up drunks ain't exactly a tea party, Samuel. I'm sure we can arrange one of those with Mr. Tippett instead. I pinched my snout again. Stop. If we take turns bending him over the table, it'll probably pop faster than the kettle lid. I feel nothing in my body right now but pain. Just shut the hell up. Let's get everybody together if we're going. Sam and I stretch before going back inside to the corral to corral everybody. Nick and Todd are where we left them. If we're heading out, then let's head out already. So, you're deciding to go? I'm deciding to go. Nick smiles and steps forward, clapping me on the back with his big arms. I thought you might come around. Todd stands up stiffly, making his chair wobble. Are y'all going now? I don't have time to say it again. So, where am I supposed to go? Wherever you want. I already called it a day for you. Maybe he would like to come? Sam shakes his head. That might not be such a good idea. Todd emphatically frowns. Now, why wouldn't it be? I feel like I'd do better if I do some kind of accent. Nick gives Sam a wide, sideways glance. I don't know. Strike the numbers, I'd say. It's a very physical place, Mr. Bronson. Oh. He blushes a bit. Well, if that's the case, I don't think I'd mind. Unless Will does, of course. Frankly, I'd rather you got out of your system at a place like that than acting out of places you shouldn't. Well, so wait, are we being like, hey, you gay, come to this gay bar called the Stag? Alrighty. Todd takes it as an invitation to go. The damn Stag really doesn't seem like his kind of place, but it's too awkward to tell him no now. Finding Murdoch and Mr. Tibbet is a bit more of a struggle. We check the bar and the stage, then the powder room. After circling the whole hip 2 or 3 times, Sans finds them in the powder room, which confuses all of us when we think we check there. Murdoch looks annoyed. Mr. Tibbet looks incredibly relaxed, though I can't help but notice he's walking a bit oddly. Once everybody is outside together outside, Nix waits for us a little further down the dirt road. I guess that's what that was about. Once you catch up to him, he clears his throat. He puts his hand on his hips and nods solemnly, as if he's going to make a speech. Good evening, gentlemen. And boy, is he starting one. The first thing I want to express is my gratitude to each one of you for making this evening possible. This is a historic occasion for myself and Sam. We have never been able to get William to come and drink with us at the Stag. It's not a big deal, Nick. Oh, moon. Oh, stars. Which wheels did you turn to make our Sheriff Adler attend this dance? I roll my eyes. If you keep this up, I'm gonna go back home. My office is right there, you know. You point at the building as you pass it. Pardon me. I don't mean to interrupt anything scripted, but what's the purpose of going to this one dance hall to another, from one dance hall to another? The Hip is still a brothel, Mr. Tibbet's, but it's world famous for its entertainment and organizational policies. Where we're going is more of a free-for-all. And this is a gentleman's club. So there will be no women. Aside from the scant drinking or two who sneak in on occasion. What's a drag king? I would assume that would be a woman who dresses up like a dude? But, like, I don't... How would you overly dress as a dude, you know? But they're not exactly turned away. Okay, I have to look this up. Sorry. Drag king. Mostly female performance artists who dress in masculine drag. What is masculine drag? Okay, so it's not like... Because me, when I think of drag king, I'm like, okay, so that would be like, I don't know, women dressing up as like... Sylvester Stallone or, you know, macho men. But no, this is like, I guess women dressing up as like... effeminate guys or something? I don't know. Odd. Can't say the same for Mr. and Mrs. Couples. Oh, absolutely not. Why might that be so bad? Because it would it would just become the hip without the class. Mr. Briars, I'm hurt that you would say such a thing. There's plenty of class at the Stag. It's called the porcelain class. Eh, not porcelain class, what's it? Proletarian class. He smiles slowly. Murdoch cringes. Good one, Mr. Kroll. Either way, it is cozy, and that's what matters most. Last time I checked, it was just a barn. He holds his paw on his hips and shakes his head. On-off hours. At the right time, on the right day, it's not just a barn. It comes to life. I nod to him. So, a crowded barn. Well, I know one way around a barn. I've been barn raising all my life. Pa had been herding cattle since before I was born, and I help him and my brothers out there. I'm not at the station or patrolling when I'm not at the station patrolling. It ain't that kind of barn, Todd. Well, what's the difference? The animals filling up this one up is people. And they'll give you mean looks if you don't know how to dance. We have to dance? Yes. Of course, it's not a rule that you have to dance. No. Tonight it is the rule. One dance at least. Well, one dance shouldn't be so bad. What kind of dances do you know, Mr. Bronson? Square. Pardon? Oh, you know. He holds his arm out to the weasel, as if to hook it. The weasel looks like somebody's waving a dinner fork in his face. The fox butts in and takes it, and twirls with him. It's like this, Cliff. Oh. He meant a quarter lily? Ebert, a very Colombianized one. Colombianized? Anyways. Oh, maybe again they don't when they say Colombian or United States of Colombia, it isn't the actual place called the United States of Colombia. Maybe this is like Columbia, America? I don't know. That's what most people will use. At the hip, you'll see more ragtime steps, like a grizzly bear and the bunny hop. I thought it fitting to learn the foxtrot. He grins, and a small groan hovers over the crowd. Boo. Instead of sulking away in shame, he wraps his hand around Sam and leads him backwards. The cat keeps stumbling backward until Mr. Briars grasps his hand and twirls him before letting go. Cliff's jaw opens a little, and Todd lets out a wolf whistle. Nick is glaring. What's fun about it is that it's a persistent advance. Persistent advance? Fits me well, if I should say. Sappy pun aside. How exactly do you know which dances they'll be using at the barn club? He performs there. Though he performs better when he's not trying so hard to show off. Well, I have to show off when somebody boos me. It's at least twice as insulting as the initial boo. Perhaps you can press with your hands on an instrument rather than Sam's wrist. You can both touch my wrist if you like. Murdoch gives him a thumbs up. Nick looks slightly embarrassed and pushes ahead of us to keep walking. We should be there in less than 5 minutes if we pick up the pace. Sam slows his pace as he walks, coming close to me. He's still upset with me, isn't he? I grunt. Now, what gave you that idea? Never mind. We don't need to talk about this right now. I guess it would be Nick, 'cause we didn't tell him about the murder or anything like that. At least this time around. Tonight's supposed to be fun. Fun for those three, maybe. Murdoch is practicing more dances with Todd until Cliff cuts in. It's a bit too complex for Todd, but he's trying. I'm not that much of a dancer. That's too bad, because I'm a phenomenal dancer. You don't dance, Will. His tone is doubtful. You didn't know me 4 years ago, Sam. He smirks. And you don't think you might be a bit rusty? Nope. Hard to forget once you learn. I don't know. You look a little past your prime to me. Seems to me like I moved just fine the other night. But you think you'll be able to keep up with that wolf you told me about if you see him? There ain't gonna be no wolf. You're dodging the question. Just because I can dance doesn't mean I'm going to. He nods smugly. Nick won't allow that. I feel my scowl getting a bit longer. If I dance with anybody, it's gonna be you. You think that'll work? Why wouldn't it? All eyes are gonna be on you tonight, which means less eyes on me. He grabs my arm, and his tone goes stern. And I will do everything in my power to preserve this natural order. I shrug him off, and he stumbles. I couldn't help but overhear your dancing claims, Mr. Adler. I would very much like to see your skills, if you allow it. Perhaps as a gesture that we do not need to be at each other's throats for the duration of my stay. I don't need any gestures, Mr. Tibbets. Just your cooperation. He rolls up his sleeves and stands in front of me, chest puffed up against mine, and blue eyes looking up at me. Oh, what's the matter? Afraid he can't keep up, Mr. Adler? I'm more afraid I can't keep up with him. I point to the fox, who only smiles back at me. I just want to show Colombians and a new thing or two about dancing. Okay, so we're not Americans or Colombians. I promise it'll be worth it. If there's anybody showing the Colombians how to dance, it'll be me. And the two of us a bit too big together for the dance floor, Nick? It is a big enough barn. Look, I'm not promising to dance with all of you. Let's just say that whatever happens, happens. Nick nods solemnly. I accept your terms. I feel my frown getting tighter. After walking past a few more walks and tumbleweeds. Walking past a few more walks? I don't know. I can see the barn in the distance. In all honesty, there is some truth to what Nick was saying. The barn is just a bit of glimmer to it, when there are more lanterns and candles in it. But what I didn't notice before was what was behind the barn. There's a lot more barns behind it, and I hadn't noticed before. Their shadows are silhouetted against the moon, and the longer shadows of the pale figures disappearing into them blur into the obscurity of greater shade. Oh, so it's like you got the main barn for dancing and drinking, got the other barns for getting to know each other carnally or biblically. What are all those barns back there? Other barns back there. Those are shared spaces, owned by the property handlers. For what purposes? Recreation. I think I get the gist of what he's implying, but I don't like being left to make my own assumptions because of a vague answer. Sam teases me with a lithing tone. Fingers crossed you find him when we go inside. If Cheng is in the building, we'll know. He always is in the same place. Actually, there's a man I keep running into. And, well, he's a bit forward. He wants to sleep with him. William, are you... Nobody said nothing about no fornication tonight, alright? All y'all better get my fucking back. I can hear Todd's voice a good deal away. Did you hear what he said? Why is he yelling about fornication? The other two are lagging behind even further. Jesus, William, I was just joking. I just like it if I could tell you one personal thing without making it everybody else's business. Oh, so it's true? All I did was think about it, okay? I feel my heart beating faster and I lower my voice. But Jesus Christ, y'all, we're still in public. Nobody heard us, Will, except those other guys. Are you still too used to the city, Will? Or you're too still used to the city, Will? Things can happen here. Nobody cares. I don't know, I feel like the smaller places tend to have a lot more people gossiping and shit. The frustration is rising in me again. You'd be surprised when you're a public official. You above anybody you above anybody here has an alibi. You're still on the job. Even still. What? I don't want to lose control of myself so easily. People are counting on me. So are we, Will. What are you talking about? Remember what happened back in the mines in the tunnel? That just wasn't normal. Yeah, and for reference, it's remember we went to the mines. There was like that bridge. William's like, let's cross that bridge. Nick is like, no, it's not safe. And then I was like, well, since we're dating William, we'll trust William. And then we died horribly. And then so I went with Nick, and Nick was like, yeah, this bridge is broken. Let me toss a small rock. Break. I know it wasn't normal, y'all, but nothing happened to me since. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. Listen to Nick. And if you aren't going to listen to him, then please just listen to me. Pull the stick out of your ass and enjoy yourself. For your own sake. Where the hell do these two get off lecturing me? So, all three of us turn to Murdoch, Cliff, and Todd, finally catching up to us. You all ready to go inside, or what? Will? Yeah, I'm ready. I'll hold down in the hoot, Nanny. Oddly enough, the smell inside is better than it was the last time I was here. When was it the last time I was here? Again, it's been so many things happen, and a long time. They've completely opened the doors to the outside, and they're burning oils and candles that smell like pine tree sap. Oh, what? Cheng is definitely here. Do you see him? No, but I see his friend Yao up on the loft. He's that Huxian tiger you've told me about before, right? Aye. If he is here, that means Cheng will be here too. Come with me. He guides me to the ladder that leads me into the loft. I've been here before recently. We walk over to the edge of the loft, to the table where the tiger is seated. Along with the table I've certainly seen before. But ja? The tiger stands abruptly, nearly knocking his chair over. What did you call him? Whoa now. He takes a swipe at me, but I sidestep it. Nikolai is shouting for him to stop, and the Martin is laughing. Next time, warn me when your friends are gonna try to maul me, Nick. The tiger blinks when he sees and hears Nick yelling. Did we call him a thing? Then he sees the sable laughing. He speaks rapidly in a Huxian language, then slaps his fist on the table as the sable sits up, folding his hands apologetically. Oh, so was the sable playing a prank on the tiger guy? Or Yao? Yeah. The tiger turns back to us and quickly takes a short bow. My sincerest apologies. Just now, I have acted using my emotions rather than my rationality. My associate on the other side of the table has acted with neither. As if you haven't made your bosses look foolish before. I will take it your name is Cheng Fu Lin, then? My sable looks at me and holds up his hands, turning his paws skyward. So it is. What are you looking for, Sheriff Adler? Or why are you... Whatever. I take out my notebook and flip to the right page, the symbol of the black hand. It'll be quick. All I want to know is, what do you make of this? He looks at the book, and his eyes grow wide, and he flinches. He starts shaking his head quickly. I'm sorry, but I do not know what that is. He's definitely lying. There's panic in his voice. The tiger speaks to him in Huxian with a curious tone, but he doesn't respond. The black hand is used as a symbol for extortion or of extortion. That means this man is being extorted, doing the extortion, or both, or is afraid he's been caught by me. I think I know which one is most likely, considering Huxians generally aren't welcomed into the fold. Do you know where my office is? He nods slowly. Good. Because I just wanted to say that if you have anything you want to talk to me in private, or tell me in private, stop by tomorrow during the day. If not, then that's okay too. He nods again slowly. I'm gonna leave you for tonight, alright? He looks paralyzed. But after a time, he nods. As he turns to go, I hear the tiger speak urgently with the sable. What is a sable? His voice getting slightly louder as he refuses to respond. Let's just look at it. And we're getting close to time. Sable animal. Oh, it's a cute little guy. Oh, look at him. Hey, so fluffy. You would want one as a pet, but then they might poop in your socks or something. I think that's that one thing that goes floop in that one gif. I hear Nick's footsteps close behind me. What did you just do? I tuck my notebook back into my pocket. I just show him a drawing I found in some documents recently. A drawing with his name next to it. What does that mean? Certainly nothing good for him. I'm gonna give him some time to think on it. Well, if he's in danger, it's good that he has Yao to protect him. I would not want to be on Yao's bad side. No kidding. But just up close and personal with the size of his claws. If I was any slower, I would have lost the rest of my ear. I think it's time we did what we came here to do. No more work. Dance. A sigh escapes my breath. Fine. I got what I needed. Yeah, I think we might cut this one early because, you know, I don't need a break because this is like my third visual novel today. But my son keeps going, hey, we're hungry. Give us food. And I'm like, bugger. Okay. And it's also scene change. Going from work mode William to play mode William, you know? So that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So comment, cause I like comments, empty like dislike. Tips, tricks, otherwise, if you like my YouTube and like to grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out it is have a grow later your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and get the news version earlier, then you can go to their subscribe star. That's $5 a month. I'm gonna have to figure out some food stuff. It's like 2 o'clock and I'm gonna have pizza later, but what are you gonna do? Maybe an entire potato. Yeah, anyways, until next time. Thanks, see you.